Hello there, all my wonderful viewers. Today I am doing a video that I don't normally do. I'm going to be showing you guys how to paint or special color your Beyblade parts, especially discs. So I have a couple of discs right here. I have a central disc and a spread, both of which I've already painted. And this right here, which is a pretty old part, it is a original Beyblade disc. So that's always pretty nice to see. Now, what I have here are a couple spray paints that I'm going to show you how to use to paint your parts. So first thing to do, think about what part you want to paint and what color you'd like it to be. Now, you can very easily find gold or silver at the store. You can also find Rust-Oleum. I prefer Krylon myself, but I also do graffiti art. So, a lot of people will tell you do a primer, something like that. If you want your parts to chip and get some wear and tear and character on them, then don't use a primer. Also, you can find other colors that are metallic, but they're also very hard to come by. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys how to do this real quick. Well, first, we're going to be taking this battle-scarred central disc. Now, I didn't use any primer on it, which is why it chipped off so easily. I like the look of a battle-scarred Beyblade. A lot of people do. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you're not inhaling any of this stuff. So cover your face up with a mask. You should have one lying around. It's quarantine. Or a vapor mask, something like that. Also, make sure you're not downwind of anything important like your house or cars or things like that. Just hit it once. First, make sure your paint's still good. Just shake it up real well. Yeah, it's spraying like it doesn't want to work. Okay, yeah, just one quick hit. And then go from the other side. Bam. And that part is finished. That there is a finished central disc. I think it looks alright. So you want to only hit it just a little bit to make sure you don't go and overpaint something. 2 sprays is good enough. Now if you overpaint something, you could lose a lot of detail, things like that. Also make sure if you are little, I'd say 9 or 10 or younger, probably have an adult with you when you do this. And just let them know that you're painting. I'd appreciate that. Now it's going to look a little different when it's dried. Yep, and you see what I've done is I've overpainted it right there. But it's real easy. If you didn't use a primer, you can just super easily take an X-Acto knife and just scrape this stuff off. And don't touch it. You're going to think it's going to be dried in about an hour, half an hour. It's not. It's going to take a day to dry. A day in a nice environment. I'm going to paint the bottom of this. And the sides too. Actually, I think I'm going to move it over here. I'll adjust the camera. So, yeah, there. Remember, get all sides. Now there's not any detail on this part, so I don't have to worry about overpainting. And there we go. It's nice and coated from all sides. Now, you want to take these into a nice indoor environment to let them dry, because you can't leave them outside where the dew will dampen them and ruin the paint drying. But if you also carry them inside, it smells absolutely heinous. And if you're not supposed to be painting, well, your parents will know that you've been spray painting, because spray paint has a very distinctive nail polishy smell. So I'm going to show you how to carry these inside, but not get the whole house to where it just rinks. Like, it's just stinks. Okay, so whenever I'm doing something pretty big, I have an old lampshade that I like to use, but you can also use a bowl and a piece of paper. So the way you go about using the bowl and the piece of paper, you're gonna want like something like a nice little sewing needle over here to pick up your wonderful piece, your Mona Lisa, your work of art, your masterpiece, work of a lifetime. Set it over somewhere in your house, and believe it or not, that little thing will stink. I mean, stink. Like, you could smell that throughout the whole house. Put a bowl on it. A bowl, cheaper the better. Make sure it doesn't touch any of the paint. But yeah, just plop it on there. Bam, you're just set for life, you know. Let that dry overnight. Throw it up under your bed. Leave it in your bathroom. Put it in your closet, I don't know. Yeah, just make sure no one touches it, and then it will be finished and primed. It'll keep that nice gloss to it until you plan on using it, and then you get your Cheeto dust everywhere. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this helped. Remember, don't go overboard, because if you do go overboard, I'll just show you right here. Okay, so see on this side, you got those little dots? Yeah, you see them. You're smart. You get good eyes. Those little dots are missing. Why? Because there's a lot of paint on here. So, wait for it to dry. Take a knife, piece of metal, scrape all of it off. Like I said, wait a day and a half. You know, just wake up the next morning. Remember the time that you painted it. Wake up the next morning and wait till that time, and that should be when it's done. And if you put it in the bowl, it also helps cure it better. Just scrape all that stuff off. There will be little nooks and crannies that you might want to get a sewing needle or something like that to get it out with. I've seen people try to use steel wool and a toothbrush. That's not good. Yeah. And right here we have the central. This here's the central. May as well be good as new. It's perfect looking. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this helped, and enjoy yourself.